but it's finally caught up with me. Their power level is falling fast. The fact is, I don't...
Alright y'all, what up? It's your boy Fred Be Down. So I kind of want to get into this today. Just pretty much show you guys how to get these combos down. They're really efficient for online play. A lot of this stuff. Before we do that though, I do want to get into his actual attacks on how to catch people, because it can vary between different characters. So let's look at some of his combo confirms or something like that. Let's see this. So of course we have his neutral. That's a neutral. So that's pretty much, this is the starter. This could go into anything. This neutral light combo could go into any one of his combo finishers. You just have to know how to get there. It can vary between any character. And then this is his heavy. So his heavy cannot go into every one of his combo finishes, but it could go into a majority of them. It just can't go into the signature one. So, and we have the dash attack too, which is really short, but it's really fast. The animation on the dash attack is actually short. So what that means is that you recover from it faster, and it also takes less time for it to actually hit. It hits almost pretty much as soon as you press the button. Believe it or not, hits is faster. But this is perfectly great for when you're doing boost dashes. You can just easily do that. Or better yet, say like if you're defending. Because you see how quick it activates as soon as you press it. So you could contend with their attack, anything like that. Just or even go around them. Great defensive play. Now you also have the heavy dash attack. So with this, typically you'll be doing this if you're at a farther range. But it has a lot more active frames than what the light dash attack does. Not only that, but you could attack it from farther away. You could completely dodge someone's attack. Not only that, they can't sidestep you, they can't vanish you during that moment. Then you go for that. That's great to start off combos. That's pretty much it for that, the most part. Other thing I would say is let's get into the grab really quick. We want to get to the grab, then we're going to get into the rest of the combos. So the grab has decent range. Everyone's grabs have different properties. That's pretty good range for a grab, to be honest. Typically, good defensive fighters, anything like that, they wouldn't have a good grab. That's too far. But that's good. That's about like the maximum reach. So yeah, you could definitely do this. Ooh. Ooh, that's a great defensive option. Or you can do that. Or ooh, that's a great defensive option. That's great. Of course you can do that too, but it don't work the same because this. So basically they can't sidestep you. If you do that, they can't sidestep you. And going into the ground, so what this does, it don't matter from anywhere. He could be all the way up at the sky. This attack will always land on the ground. At the bottom of the stage, I should say. Get in the air, nigga. Okay, there you go. Alright, so going on from there. So when I actually hit him with this grab, it's going to go all the way down to the ground. This is perfect because this gives him consistency. Gives him consistency on all of your options. So what that means you could do with this is that I could do a jump in. So I could continue to pressure. This grab is mainly, you can use it to get someone off of you or to try to find an opening within their attack just for you to get your chance to apply pressure. So it's not a guaranteed combo, but it does give you a chance to fight back to give you some space. So you see how I did that? Not to mention, when you're in Super Saiyan, you have enhanced offensive abilities. So now, instead of that, I can do this. Just can easily teleport to them because of better tracking. Oh, whoops. You gotta be careful with this one, though. But you can definitely do that. Just you have to be cautious of your opponent, because if they read you, they can attack you quicker. But if they try to attack you, you're already throwing the attack out, you might just get your attack off first. Okay, but going from there, let's actually get into the combos. So let me show you his light combo. I'm level 180, by the way. And as you see, 5,000 damage for a light combo, that's not too bad. It is a bit long, but I would say it's safe. Because doing any part of this, that's the thing, light combos are typically safe. Because that means after any animation you do, see, any animation I do, I can back hit. Any animation I do, you have to be careful with this part though. So when he does this kick right here, these multiple kicks, you cannot vanish a back hit until that last kick is thrown. So you have to be cautious with that. I know a lot of people don't play Gohan because of that. But this is where his light combo is at. So the only part he can't back hit is literally that last hit. But by that time, you've already done your damage. So this has its own tools. Because, yeah, there's other combos that you could do. But when you're starting off the match, you want to be able to try to catch them with their back hits, right? Catch them with your back hits, I mean, and be able to just kind of go from there. So, show you that again. Bam. And then the last part, if they do vanish, you could just vanish too, or you could use a skill. But let me show you something else, y'all. You could extend the combo because he has a power key blast. And at full charge, it does 2,000. Okay, 2,100. That's perfect. And with Super Saiyan, okay, just 2,200. It all adds up in the end, though. Yeah, every piece of damage counts. So let's get into this again. I can back hit during any part of this combo until the actual last hit. Oh, it didn't hit. Let me try it again. Okay, there it goes. Now look at that. You just done a light combo that does 8,000 damage, that you also have the ability to back hit during any time of that combo, except during the final hit. But if they get hit with that final hit, then you could go in to your power key blast. But we could extend it from there even more. Look, because the other thing about this combo, you got to think about the direction it knocks back your opponent. It knocks back your opponent horizontally. So that means that they're being knocked just kind of forward. I mean, back away from you. So knocking them back horizontally, vertically, all of that matters. So let's do this again. But now, let's say we have 2 bars of key. So now we're going to get that extended damage. Now we're doing 12,000. That is literally over a bar of health that you just took away from a light combo. You don't have to worry about a back hit once you already knocked them away, because now you're going into your charge attack, and then you're going into like your super attack, and pretty much they got to use an evasive to get out of that at that point. And all of that only costs 2 bars of ki. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the reason of the light attack, like the whole point of a light attack combo. Light attack combo is typically you can back hit during the whole thing. Let's get into the heavy. So you see that, right? 6,000 damage. Like I said, it does just a bit more than what the light combo does. It is also faster. And you could back hit during this part too. But the thing is, I honestly feel like the back kick comes out faster on the lighter combos and stuff. But I will say with this, of course, these combos you can deal damage faster. Not to mention with Gohan, he has a cancel as well. We're going to get into that in a second. So he has a cancel right here. So you see that's a cancel. But now let's look at this. Because you can do the same thing almost. 8,000 damage. But you cannot go for that extension. So like with the light combo, you can't. Let me show you the full damage. So you can be charging the Ki Blast, 5,000 damage. See, you can do that, but you can't get that power Ki Blast and get that super explosive wave out because it knocks him at an angle to where it just won't land. So you can do this though. So you see that? And that does 11,000 damage on its own. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. You still get almost the same amount of damage, but it's not the same. So just let you know that right now. Let's get actually into, I start to show you this part. So with the heavy attack, what you can do to extend it, if you want to extend it, so this is an extension. I would say like they literally, every combo string has their own purpose. And they might have multiple purpose. They might have multiple benefits. They might have a drawback. So I would say with this, right? I could throw this out. I get through the whole combo, right? I knock it to the ground. So now I can extend it. If I wanted to extend it, I could. The thing is, Gohan, it puts him so, even at the ground, it puts him so high in the air. You just have to rush to them. So that means you cannot do a neutral. You would literally have to go into another type of dash attack combo. So you cannot enter through your neutral, which means that you cannot do this. But I'll get into that in a second. The last thing you need to know about this heavy combo, let's go back to the cancel. So when he does this kick, it's a cancel. See? That cancel is important. Offensive wise, so whether they're guarding, because I can do that. I can do this, look. Oh wait, what? Hold up, my bad. Because you could pretty much get past the guard, or you could. My bad, hold up. But see how you could cancel that and then go into a grab. See how crazy that is? Not to mention, you're kind of eating away at their stamina at the whole time. You're not doing too much. Let me show you the actual. Super staying on, so you see that? You can eat it, they stamina at the same time. You see two of those literally took over a bar of stamina, just two of them. Oh, whoops. Ah, that keeps putting me in the air. Ooh, that's crazy, cause cause then you can easily go into his light attack still. Oh, you could do this. If you get caught blocking during that combo string, he could definitely mix you up like that. Keep that in mind. He could definitely mix you up like that. When it's on hit, so you could do this. Oh, whoops. When it's on hit, you can do this. God damn, I keep it. Okay, that's gonna piss me. That's way easier to do online at times. Okay, there you go. that is an option. You definitely can do that. You could charge up a Ki Blast doing this too to get off quick damage. See, that's 9,000. You could charge up that Ki Blast safely, right? Because if you need to move, you could just literally just move. So if they try to vanish, you could just literally just move. But anyway, so that's enough of that combo string. Let's actually get into this, what I was telling you about. Is light, heavy, heavy. Light, heavy, heavy. This is also his stamina break right here. See that? This is like, let me get into the other stamina break real quick. It's the same thing with a dash attack. Light, heavy. That's all it is. He has pretty easy stamina breaks. Light, heavy, bam. Simple as that. Now let's get into it again. Light, heavy, bam. Simple as that. And now let's look at the damage we actually get. 1, 2, 2. So you see that 3,000 damage just from that. But here's the thing, of course, you have the power Ki Blast. Power Ki Blast, they're great at extending damage without using Ki. And they can actually use that to extend into even bigger combos. God, man, I'm tripping. But anyway, look. Bam, look, 5,000 damage right there. Now that, look at that, a bar of Ki. I mean, that's a whole bar of health. That's a whole bar of health right there. Keep that in mind. That's a whole bar of health that I literally just did. People will start vanishing. If you start doing that to players, they will start vanishing quick. That is so easy to do. Even just that. And then with Gohan, the way Gohan works, with his future Super Saiyan, you can literally use that to help get your stamina back faster due to how far you're knocking them back. Bam, bam. And now look at how far you knock them back. That has all the benefits for you. The only thing is that it has a vulnerability, so when you're doing this, you cannot vanish on that last hit. So while you're charging up that Ki Blast, you're gonna have to move. Yeah, you're gonna have to move. That's all I can tell you. Okay, and then going on from there, because that's it. What you can do is you could use that to also try to extend combos. No, only a specific combo though. So let's actually get into the signature combo, which is the 5 light, into the heavies. So this is what it looked like. Look for that animation when he throws the elbow and the knee out. So you see that? Does almost 7,000 damage. Bam. Bam. 7,000 damage right there. Now, with Gohan, only with Gohan, only this Gohan, that he has an extension. So what's crazy, literally, other characters don't have this. Future Gohan has this. So if you do this close enough to the ground, you can actually extend this. Press square, and this will go into this light extension. Now you've literally just done a basic combo, no extensions yet, for 10,000 damage, which is a whole health bar. So I could do this again. That's 17,000 damage. Literally, no stamina break. This is highly unlikely. If you want to be real, because someone's stamina is going to be back by then. You just want to catch them when they're going to vanish. That's the biggest thing. You want to catch them. You could definitely do this during a stamina break if you don't have the bars of Ki. But you should have 2 bars of Ki by the time you actually finish this. So let's just say real quick, just ignore it. But I'm gonna do this. So let's say actually So I'm doing an actual combo. Oh, my bad, I'm tripping. So I'm doing this. Doing this. Bam. 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 Almost 2 bars of health. And that's pretty much off of a basic combo, not even an ultimate being thrown. That is definitely useful. Always keep that in mind. And when you're doing that, basically, if you hit them with a combo, the benefit of that, if they still have the limit burst, you're hitting them with that combo, right? And at any time, you could throw an evasive if they use a limit burst, if it's not defensive limit burst. So just keep that in mind as well. But this combo string, the signature combo string, that is definitely important. The reason why that is important is because you're going to be using that during stamina breaks. That is the combo you need to do during a stamina break. So like even then, like with this, let's see, this, you should do this. Even with this, you'll be doing this. Actually, let me just break his guard so you can get the full effect. This is the max damage that you could get from Gohan during the stamina break. 26,000 damage. 26,000 damage. Remember that. That is a lot of damage, especially to do during a combo or a stamina break. Some people can only get like, who is it? Dama Goku realistically could only get out like 20k, around 20k. Future Gohan is getting out 26k of damage. Keep in mind, he has to use up 5 bars of ki though. That's the only thing, he has to use up 5 bars of ki. Hold up, let me see this. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, my bad, I almost did it again. But yeah, you could definitely do this too. Hold up, can I back hit after this? Okay, yeah. So you can back hit during any time of that, except this part. But this part, that really doesn't matter because if they vanish, they still have to try to block that. So that is also a safe one to go with too. Oh, I almost forgot to show y'all his back hit. Oh, I messed up. Anyway, Gohan back hit, he throws out 2 kicks, but you can vanish after his back hit. Not everyone can do that. So I can miss, right? And I can throw that out. What you looking for? Yeah, my bad, I have my dog here with me right now. So going on from there, but I hope you don't keep going there, right? Well, yeah, but pretty much the last combo string that you guys need to know is simply, it would be light heavy, you know, the mix up. Buzz, what you barking at? Come on. But, come on, boy. Come on, you ain't barking. Yeah, you got it. Okay, my bad, y'all. Anyway, so now this, so now you see that right there, 7,000 damage off of that light heavy combo. Bam, bam. People might not be doing this combo too much. It does do nasty damage. Like it's one of his highest damaging combos, aside from the signature one, but this one is more realistic. You could do it quick, just because this kick right here. Remember, that's one of his vulnerabilities. Nasty damage right there, and you can also do it. You could do it doing the dash attack too. Bam, bam. That's a lot of damage. 15,000 damage. That's a bar and a half. If you could even hit someone with that too, yeah, that's insane. That's insane right there. That is 15,000 damage. That's pretty awesome in my opinion and stuff. Okay, and so now let's go into this. Let's go into the actual, I would say the mix-ups. I know, should I say that? Because I don't want people to get too, your attention span. I'll probably say that for another video. But I pretty much showed you guys majority of the combos here. I showed you the purpose. Hopefully you guys find this useful. It is your boy Creative Beatdown. And y'all please stay creative.